Hi everyone, so I just wanted to pop in and make a quick video showing you all how I make my Facebook graphics. I've got a few questions and I thought a video would be the easiest, most effective way to show you all. So I am going to show you all how I made this Kaylin's Favorites graphic for my Facebook parties that I had a couple days ago. So the first thing is I use Canva to make all my graphics, and you will have to create an account, but it's just a website, canva.com. I use the paid version just because I needed it for my blog, because I can upload fonts that Canva doesn't offer, which was really helpful for me, but even that is super inexpensive. But if you don't need to do that, you can just use the free version. I used that for a long time and it worked just fine. So for my graphics that I have in this album, I use this custom dimensions, and I've just gotten in the habit of making my graphics 680 by 900. It seems to show up well in the Facebook albums, but if I'm just doing a Facebook post, I use this Facebook post design. The size is already optimized for that specific purpose, and it shows up really nice and looks clean and crisp for Facebook. So what I'm going to do is go up here to custom dimensions and do 680 by 900, and then it will just bring up a blank template. So as you all can see, I use this pink background for mine. And so to get that background, what you want to do is go to backgrounds. And Canva is really great because there is a ton of free backgrounds that you can use. So you can use any of these. You can even pay for some. There's some, for $1 for like one-time use. Or you can just make them a solid color. But for mine, I use this one. And then I am going to go to elements, go to shapes. I do a square, and this is what I do in order to make this white square. So go back there. I want to make it white, and then I usually make it a little bit bigger so that I have more room to put my products inside the square. And another reason I really like Canva is because it gives you these little lines so you can see when everything is centered. I think that is good. So the next thing I want to do is get some product in here. This is another reason I really like Canva, because once you upload an image to Canva, it's in here forever. So like these lip picks that I use all the time, that makes it really convenient because I use these over and over again, and it would be such a hassle if I had to re-upload those every time I wanted to use them. But to get your pictures, what I do to get a nice, clean, really visible picture of a product is I go to Synagent's website, and then I go to products, and then let's just do the foundation. So I click on that product, and then this one, you can just click on that and it makes it bigger, and then when this image comes up, you can just right click it and save image as, and then you can upload it from that file. But I know some of them I had an issue with whenever I clicked on them. They would come up, but it would be a super small image right here. So I can't remember which ones those were, but if that does happen to you, what you can do, and this is on a Mac, I'm not really sure what it is on a PC. I'm really sorry. I haven't used a PC in a long time. But if you want to take a screenshot of anything on this screen, what you can do is hit Command, Shift, and then the number 4, all at the same time. I don't think you can see it since I'm recording this on the screen, but it will bring up a cursor with some numbers next to it, and then you just want to hold your finger down on your mouse pad and drag it so that that darkened square is over top whatever you want to take a picture of. And I mean, I could take a picture of this full screen if I wanted to with this, but I'm just going to get that foundation, and then once I let go, it takes a picture. So that picture, that screenshot, will show up in your desktop if you need to know where that file will be. So let me go back and upload your images. Okay, so I'm in my desktop file, and there is the screenshot that I just took. So I'll upload that. And sometimes, okay, there we go. So I usually make them a little bigger, and then I like to crop mine so that there's not a whole lot of white space around the product, and that just is helpful so that you can, if you need to put a lot of products on this page, you can get them close together without some white overlapping on another product. Let me zoom in a little bit. Oh, that's too much. It's good. And for the sake of this video, I'm just going to do 2 products, but this one is a good example. Whenever I did the screenshot on that one, I tried to crop out this little shadow. And, you know, this is completely up to you if you want to leave it there. I like to crop that out because I just, I think it's a little unnecessary, and I think it just makes it look a little bit cleaner. So there's that one. And all I'm doing, I know I might be doing this sort of fast, so I'm just going up here to, I click on the image and then hit crop and adjust it to however I need it. So the next thing I'm going to do is put some text in, and I always do this larger one up here. Yours might look a little different than mine. I think this is one of the fonts that I might have added, and so for whatever reason it always brings it up in this font. But for my Lipsense graphics, I like to use this font, and then I'll just type in Kaylin's favorites. There we go. And this part is pretty easy. If you've ever used Microsoft Word before, you probably already know how to do this, but you can make it whatever size you want, and then if you click on the image, you can move it, and that dotted line there shows you where the center is, so that makes it really easy. But I'm going to show you how I do the circles now for the prices. So I just go to Elements, and then I go to Shapes, and then I always do mine in a circle, but like I said, this is completely up to you. Just use whatever shape makes your heart happy. And I usually make mine probably about that big. So I don't want to use black. Make mine pink. And I mean, this is again up to you. I usually put mine somewhere like right there on my product. That's just kind of what I've gotten used to. But if you, I think in my original image I had around 5 products, and so this is a little time-saving tool. But okay, so now I have 2 products. So what you can do is hit the copy button. Of course you want to click on the circle and then hit copy, and whatever you had clicked on, that's what it will copy. So I mean, I could even do that and copy, and it would make a duplicate. But that's just something I've learned that's really saved me some time. So there's my circles, and now I want to put in the price. So I go to, actually you can do that, you can hit the text again, but oftentimes I'll just copy this so that I don't have to go in and change the text, and then I'll just go ahead and type in the price. I think the foundation is $50. Whoops. So then I'll just put that in there. And here's a little tip. That one's pretty good, but if you can't quite get your number centered in the circle, what you can do is zoom in more, and for whatever reason it lets you move your numbers at a smaller increment so that you can get it centered easier. But I want to make mine white so that it stands out a little more. But there you go. And then I usually use this size right here to put my watermark at the bottom. But other than that, that's pretty much it on that. I think another thing that might be helpful for you guys is whenever I save my graphics, I always save them like this. Like for this one, I'll do Kaylin's Lipsense Synergents Cosmetics Favorites. And so what I'm doing whenever I save my images like that is you can see how I have like dashes in between the words, and that's just separating the keywords. I like to put a lot of keywords in my file names. Oh, okay, thanks for letting me know. And so what that does is, I know we're just posting these on Facebook, but that gives me the chance of someone finding me in a Google image search. So if someone goes to Google and searches Synergents, Lipsense, and then goes to images, your image has a chance to pop up, and who knows, that could be a new customer for you that found your Facebook page by that image. So it might be a long shot, but you never know. It could happen, and it doesn't take that much more time to save your images like that, and it looks nicer and is more organized. So I hope all these tips have helped you. If you have any more questions, feel free to send me a message, but I hope you all are having a great day.